I don't really know what to say right now. I still got chills. But honestly, none of it makes sense to me. Let me say though, y'all are very lucky you missed. Only got his ear. Because America would be in a full-fledged war right now if you did get him. But you know, I was thinking about this and trying to understand it. Trying to put my brain together and say, okay, they're in some field in Pennsylvania. How did someone even get near this place with a rifle? How? Here's an image of the rally and the buildings next to it. The one to the right in the red is where Trump was speaking. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 on the left, and then 3 behind them. 11 buildings.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said...
How hard is it to clear 11 buildings? How hard is it to make sure that every single one of those roofs don't have someone just walking around with a gun on top of it? How hard is that? This isn't New York City where you got 1,500 different sky rises that you got to patrol. This is a field, a fucking field in Pennsylvania. Now, what's even more weird about this is there was a guy who did an interview and he told cops and Secret Service agents that there was a guy bear crawling on a roof with a rifle. Listen to this.
And we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here, I have no idea, you know, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
Just did nothing. Not even a radio call to the guys up there with Trump. Hey man, you probably should get him off or have somebody stand in front of him at least until we can get this figured out. But no, they just let him keep speaking, let the guy on the roof continue to do whatever the hell he was gonna do. There are questions that need answers, and by God, they better be some serious explaining going on, because this doesn't happen. This could have been prevented. This is easy. Like I said, there's 11 buildings. 11. Trump should fire every single person on his Secret Service. Every single one of them. I don't give a fuck about the guy who took the shooter out. That's your job. You're not being praised for it. You know what you should have done? Maybe you should have been the guy that was on top of that building before the shooter could even be up there. I hear everybody online praising the dude who took the shooter out. What are you gonna do? You just gonna let him keep shooting? No, it's your fucking job. But where you fucked up is you let someone on a roof, one of the 11 roofs. Somebody in the stands got a bullet right through their head, dead. Someone there supporting Trump. Now, I'm continuing to think about how all this is possible. And it comes down to one thing. It's the information that people are putting out about Trump. Get some soft-ass person riled up to where they want to go do this. That's not softball, man.
Well, you have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
Feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school.
If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
We're gonna go in there, we're gonna impeach the
Well, this is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
What do you think that's telling somebody who's a civilian and who's stupid? You know what my favorite one is? We just talked about him. His name's Harry Sisson. He put out a tweet a couple of weeks ago about how Biden can take out Trump now because he has immunity. Well, I guess you got what you wanted, man. They definitely attempted to do that. You're right. And then you put this out. Political violence is never okay under any circumstances. Really? Really, dude? You just put out a tweet saying Biden should just take out Trump. So which is it, numbnuts? And then to top this whole thing off, this is Biden's speech.
President, do you think this was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts.
Oh, you aren't sure? You aren't sure what happened? You're not going to call it an assassination attempt yet. All I can say is America is under attack. They want to persecute people who are fighting for this country. They want to try to assassinate people who are fighting for this country.
You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew, and he missed! We were a second away! We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed! There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it! We were a centimeter away! Ah!
They can't have a fair fight. And all I have to say is this. People on our side, we're not the whole protesting crap. But if you push us to a certain point, you're gonna feel it. And you're not gonna be happy that you do. Can't wait for the next debate. That's gonna be an interesting one.